Hello, Beez Bladers. Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. I have two brand new knife models. One is from Artisan Cutlery and the other is from CJRB. We're going to get these bad boys right up on the table. We're going to get in, take a look at them, see if we have a favorite, and all that is going to start right now. And eeny meeny might as well go with the more premium of the two. I can't wait to check this out. Hey, are you having a good day? Is it a fantastic day? You know I was going to say that because I'm having a fantastic day, baby. And I can't wait to check this bad boy out and all of its premiumness. And I can't remember, I have a note. I think this one has S35VN for the blade steel, and I like me some S35. This is the Artisan Cutlery Trucks. Would you look at it? Just look at it and all of its trucksness. And that's TRUX, not TRUCKS, although I do like me some big trucks. Look at that. A little bit of smooth titanium on this side. This is a frame lock. Big old fuller, which I'm guessing, yeah, we're going to be able to use that fuller, no doubt. A milled titanium clip. It is not two-sided. And yeah, look at that. No question as to who makes this knife, right? You ready to see this blade? Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh, mamacita. Look at that bad boy. Is that a hollow ground? A little bit of a flat grind on there. I was wondering, I was like, man, if that's a hollow grind, I'm going to be extra excited. Nice S35VN blade steel, baby. Big fuller. Plenty of choil. You got choil all day long, going all the way down. It is a nice, crisp, clean look. And does it have it doesn't have a place for all you lanyard lovers. And how about our lockup? We have good lockup. How about our centering? Do we have any centers? Yes, it is centered. And ooh, man, this is a nice, clean, snappy one. And while we have it on the table, we'll get right into a couple size comparisons. There's the Spyderco Paramilitary 2 and the Para 3. There you go, look at that. It is it's not a small one. It's not. Why do I always think of the same song whenever I'm doing a size comparison and I'm telling you that it's not a small knife? Here is none other than the original, one of the original QSP Penguins in titanium. And then, of course, since we're doing Artisan Cutlery and CJRB, you know I gotta show a CJRB pyrite. Look at that. So there's your pyrite. I know most of you have a pyrite or a penguin. That gives you an idea. We have a little bit bigger knife going on. And as far as finish-wise, it has a very nice finish, nice stone wash. I can't complain. This is your typical smooth titanium. And speaking of smoothness, ooh, look at that. Okay, very nice. So getting right into it, check it out. They did a very good job on the jimping. And if you weren't at the last live stream, if you were at the last live stream, you know where that came from. I'm not going to tell you, just as a little teaser, but ooh, yes. So it's got a good snap, and I really do appreciate that good jimping. It's the grabby kind of jimping, and it's adequate. It works very well. And it's kind of slow in the fact that it's such a big blade that comes flying out, but I don't hate it. And let's see, do we have a good reverse flick? Ooh, yeah, there it is. Okay, that's what I was hoping. There's plenty of grab, plenty of edge on this fuller. It's not sharp. It's not rough on the fingers. It's just right. It's the thing I look for in a fuller like this is like, oh, please tell me it's not going to be too smooth where I have to push my finger too hard. And look at that. Do a little bit of slow roll. And here's some acoustics. So nice acoustics, very nice and smooth. How's the fit? Left and right, up and down, absolutely solid. So the fit, the finish are all good. Now my hand is 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25. And I'll zoom out so you can actually see the knife. Let's see what it feels like. Ooh, giving it a little bit of the bee squeeze. Okay, all right. The tops are nice and rounded. They're not 90 degree-ish. I'm liking that. Let's see, in the classic grip with a large width hand, choked back, this is very good. And man, oh man, they nailed the jimping. The jimping is totally nailed. It's aggressive jimping. It's getting towards over-aggressive. But I would take that rather than my fingers sliding all over it. And then the choked up position, ooh, yeah, very nice. This is going to be a good everyday carry user. For all of you knife nuts and knife enthusiasts that like titanium knives or you have a titanium collection, this is a nice large blade. It's a tall blade. The geometry, Ooh, yeah, it has good geometry. It has a thicker feeling spine, but it does a good job of getting down. And it's not, I mean, it's not the sliciest one in the world, but it has good geometry, nice and tall. And ooh, yeah. So this is a nice slender knife. It's gonna go in and out of the pocket very nicely. It's not gonna take up a lot of real estate because it has a more slender build. It doesn't have the stacked liners on top of or underneath G10 scales or some other scales like that. So it has a thinner profile, which just adds to the whole elegance and sleekness. Are those words too fancy? Or the buttery smoothness of it? I like the action. I like the ergos. I like the feel about it. I like everything about this. So if you're looking for a more premium style knife, the Artisan Cutlery Trucks. Now this bad boy is 8.34 inches overall. It has a 4.73 inch handle. The blade is 3.6 inches. I had a couple things written down. Here, look, I'll show you right there. See, there's closed and there's the blade. See what happens when you don't read your notes right? And this weighs just under 5 ounces. Oh, and I don't think I told you, and if you can't tell, this is a Ferrum Forge collaboration. You could definitely see the Ferrum Forge lines going on right there. If you've seen Ferrum Forge knives, oh yeah, and look at that. We can always look at the symbol, and ooh, I love seeing that blade still. But yeah, going by the symbol, you can tell this is a Ferrum Forge design. It's a collab. You know, collaboration is one of the biggest buzzwords around these days in business, and I think they did a great job. Artisan and Ferrum Forge did a fantastic job of a nice, clean, crispy knife that has all the things that you want. Everything is good. I have nothing to complain about. There's nothing to complain about. This is a premium knife with premium materials, and it's probably going to be at a premium price. And now let's check out the more budget model, which is going to be a CJRB. And this one, I couldn't help it. I just kept thinking of jokes and things I wanted to say funny when I saw the name of the knife that is going to be in this video. But I was like, nope, just hold back. Sometimes you're too corny. And then I was like, nope, be corny, because that's what I enjoy about doing the videos, is sometimes just letting loose and being a goofball, because, you know, that's what I like to do. I am a goofball. This is the CJRB Hectare. Yes, the Hectare. It's not an acre. A hectare. It's a Hectare. And this is a it's a crossbar lock. And it has a deep carry reversible clip, which is very nice. And I would imagine there's probably several colors of this bad boy. And let's see. All right, there's enough room to get my finger in here to get this blade out. Let's see what happens. Pow! Right in the kisser. Ooh, very nice. Now this looks very similar to another knife that I've seen out there, but oh my goodness, this is extremely lightweight. And let's take a look. This ARRPM 9 blade steel, baby. And by the way, before I forget, CJRB and Artisan have a bunch of stuff on sale, the holiday sale, until December 31st. And the stuff is like, or no, it's until January 5th. See, I got to look at my notes. Till January 5th, there's a bunch of stuff that's up to 30% off on their website. And I'll have links down below in the description and in the comment section. But here's your ARRPM 9 steel. And I want to see what this knife looks like next to the Raccoon, because it looks very similar. Very, very similar. It is extremely lightweight. We do have liners, and those liners are super milled. Check that out. So, wow. I mean, this thing is I want to weigh this. Let's see what this bad boy weighs, because, man, it is coming in the lightweight department around the 3 ounce mark. Ooh, it has good action, too. And this bad boy's coming in at 2.67 ounces. See, I told you, 2.67 ounces. It feels like you don't have a knife in your hand. Now, I'm going like this, expecting thumb studs. Now, here's an observation I can make right now, is they've got this nice hole in the blade for use for deployment, and then they've got this dip coming up right here. I would say that they probably would have been better off maybe making the dip farther down, but let's see. You can grab it and do the slow roll. And it has a pretty tight action on that crossbar lock. So the crossbar is working very well. It has it's exactly what you expect with a crossbar lock. It works well. It sucks the blade back in. So here's a little bit of acoustics. It sounds like a clock ticking. The reverse flick is very easy. The thumb flick, you can do it, but you have to kind of concentrate to get a little bit of the meat of your thumb in there. See there? I would say that this little bump right here is what is definitely hindering you from doing that. And then The jimping is pretty good. It's not aggressive. It's noticeable that it's there. My finger is sliding across it, but just like with the last knife, it does have a choil where you can choke up, get in it to win it. And this is going to be one you throw in your pocket, an everyday carry size. 7.4 inches long, 3.2 inch blade. And you know, I know that I'm not the only person that is wanting to see this next to a Bastide raccoon, and I'm gonna get one right now. First, I'm going to put a QSP penguin up here. It is definitely a penguin size knife. So if you have a QSP penguin, then you know exactly how long this knife is, and pretty much the handle width is exactly the same too. Blade width, blade length, you get a little more blade length with the penguin, just a tad, not much, but just noticeable because of that large choil. Now here you go. This is what it looks like next to a Bastide raccoon, because that's what it made me think of. So there's the raccoon, and there is the new CJRB Hector. There are definitely enough noticeable signs that it isn't a copy or anything like that. It does have its own namesake or its own design. You have the hole here. You have a different shaped handle here, different shaped handle here. It has a smaller handle, and blade-wise, blade length, not a whole lot of difference in the amount of sharpen length at all. And it's going to be, you know, which one do you prefer? But we're talking about this one right now. And I'm going to tell you, if you want a super lightweight, and I mean this knife is, that is the thing that's most noticeable when I have the blade deployed, is that it's a little, just a tad front heavy, but yet it's still kind of balanced. I don't know why or how it feels so lightweight. You'd almost swear it only weighed 2 ounces, even though it's, you know, what would we say, 2.6? But it has smooth action. Let's see how it feels left and right. Nothing there, nothing there. So we have a nice smooth action, nice smooth lockup. Very distinct sounding. I like the way it feels. There's no question it's not doing a slow slide. It's a very nice snap. Yeah, so I'm enjoying it. I think that's good. Now, ergo-wise, I have a large width hand. You already know. It feels good in my hand. It's comfortable. Sometimes I'm not so sure about little bumps and lips like this, but my hand does fit into it comfortably. There are 0 hot spots. And then pushing right here, just a little bit, I can feel, because there's no spacer back here, or no barrel spacer. So I did notice when I was really squeezing this, there's just a little bit of movement, but that's not a bad thing. That it actually feels kind of good. It makes it very grippy. And then you can choke up. The choking up is not too bad. This kind of keeps you from really getting your finger, your index in there really deep, but this is going to be a pretty good everyday size carry. Now this bad boy, if I'm choked back here in the classic position, okay, the pocket clip doesn't bother me at all. So however it's hitting because of the lowness or whatever, I don't have any hot spot from that. So this is a comfortable knife. You know the size of my hand. It's comfortable. It has very good action. This is one you're going to get in and out of your pocket very easily. I don't have any complaints. Not that that's the purpose of a knife review, is to have complaints, but for what you get, I'm guessing this is probably in the 50s. I'm not 100% sure, but just by the feel and the looks of it, knowing we got AR-RPM 9 steel and some G10 scales, I imagine it's not going to be overly expensive. And then here's your more premium knife, the Trucks. Oh, I like them both. Tell me what you think. Do you have a favorite out of these bad boys? I like doing some fun videos like this, just kind of off the cuff, you know, just showing you what they are. Tell me which one your favorite is. I like doing videos like this, just off the cuff, like, okay, this is what it is. What do we see? Is there anything good, anything bad? This, I see all good. Depending on what the prices are for the materials you get, these are both winners. So go watch this video. Tell me what you think about that. And until I see you again in the live streams or the chats or the Hive stream on Friday night, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.